episode is all about Cancun weekend for the Miss USA 2022 contestants and the fabulous fashions that they showcased. My name is Dani. Thank you for clicking on this episode. If you enjoy content like this, I hope that you'll consider subscribing and hitting that notifications bell. And if you're preparing for a competition, then please take advantage of the free pageant prep course that I linked in the description below. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you can do that by clicking the super thanks button, by visiting the merch store, or just sharing this episode with a friend. This is the second year that Crystle Stewart hosted this getaway weekend for Miss USA contestants at the Nizuc Resort in Mexico. During this time, the contestants participate in various workshops, walking lessons, group activities, photo shoots for their official Miss USA headshot, and lots more. Honestly, this looks like a blast. I'm really sad that they didn't have this during my year at Miss USA. There were two contestants that were missing. They are Texas and Colorado. That's because they haven't been crowned yet. And unfortunately, since they haven't been crowned, they obviously couldn't attend, but I'm hoping that next year that they'll have all the title holders crowned so the ladies don't get to miss out on this wonderful bonding experience. Now let's talk about fashion. I'm gonna share some of my favorite looks from Cancun weekend, and essentially I'm gonna give out some unofficial fashion awards during this episode. But I do wanna say that the class of 2021 really set a bar for fashion at Cancun, so that's what I was expecting when it comes to style and creativity. This year's group though, they wore a lot of simple, bold colors, nude heels, and I really hope to see that change leading up to Miss USA. Stick around till the end of this episode because I'm going to talk about what Cancun weekend can mean for the future of the Miss USA organization and where I'd like to see it go. I'm going to share my fashion faves in no particular order. Going home with a fashion award is DC. She brought us this really beautiful color blocked look. I loved it. It's literally perfect for the beaches of Mexico. Now, this is the only look that I saw of her that really stood out to me on her social media because aside from it, she mainly posted in swimsuits. Kentucky is very consistent in her styling, I have to say that. You can tell that she really loves herself a form-fitted two-piece outfit that is really gonna show off all of those abs that I'm sure that she's worked really hard for. She looked fantastic in these looks. I'd like to see a little bit more creativity going into Miss USA. I felt that the styling was safe here, but she looked fantastic regardless. My other note for her though is to soften up the eye makeup. She has this really hard cut kind of crease that angles up, and that is a look in itself, but I wouldn't make it the everyday look, especially because she has such strong, beautiful features. So I would soften all of that up by really blending out that line. So I'd like to see that change for makeup going into Miss USA. I know that's nitpicky, but there's still time to make adjustments here. Florida, a potential fan favorite here. She competed for many years before she won her Florida title, the year that she was aging out, which I'm a fan of. Good for you, Florida. She wore a really cute departure outfit for Cancun when she was headed out there, and then she wore this really fun, colorful, cut out palm print dress. Now another contestant also wore this dress, but I personally liked how Florida chose to style it. New Mexico. First, let's just say she looked fantastic in her departure. I also need to mention that I did not even realize who New Mexico is, and then it clicked. I've been working with the Miss Philippines USA organization since about 2013, so I regularly coach their contestants for walking, public speaking, interview, etc. And Suzanne was one of the young Miss Philippines contestants and actually title holders. So I've known her since she was a teen. It's funny because I saw this yellow look from her and I immediately thought, gosh, she reminds me of Suzanne. And then I go and I click the profile and I go, oh my gosh, that is Suzanne, but that's Suzanne all grown up. What a small pageant world. So I was thinking of her when she was this little teen, and now she is gonna compete at Miss USA. Very excited for her. She had a great departure look, really, really beautiful in yellow, and I will say she is a Filipina, so I'm hoping that she's gonna get some support from the Philippines for her prep for Miss USA. Delaware isn't really what you would consider as a pageant state in the United States, but Delaware has got something going on this year. I like where it's headed and I want to see more. This blue mini dress was my favorite of all of her looks, but even looking at this image, one thing I would like to note is I would love for her to work on her facials for her images. I feel like that's something that we could see leading up to Miss USA. Now, Nebraska. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, gorgeous Nebraska. I'm gonna be looking out. Nebraska last year also made semifinals, and don't forget in 2018 won that Miss USA title. Shout out to my sister queen, Miss Sarah Rose. So I really, really love Nebraska this year. I like this styling. She's very on trend. If we look at her outfit, this little black cutout, and she's pairing her shoes with her bag and their mixed match colors. It's very current, it's very on trend, and I like that. She also wore a very unique departure outfit. Personally, I would have gone with different shoes, but personal preference, right? Fashion is fun, and it's cool to always put your own touch on things. But I do love this two-piece that she was wearing, and we got to see a little video clip of it. Let's talk Marilyn. Oh my gosh, just look at her. Just look at her. So beautiful, so beautiful. I thought that she had a really fun departure look here. She wore green, which looks great on redheads, but she shot it at a carnival. I like the extra effort there. And then she had this cute pair of high-waisted jeans, kind of giving me almost like 70s vibes. Now she wore this really, really cute cocktail, and the colors of it, gosh, they really brought out her eyes. I love this entire look. Oh my gosh, that thick, flowing, beautiful hair. She's just so stunning. This is a really, really, really great look for her. Honestly, it makes me just want to see even more from her. The shoes are safe, they're clear, they're blending, they're unnoticeable. I'm okay with that, although I kind of feel like it would have been cool to do a metallic shoe with this look, just because, why not? Go big or go home. But I can already tell, I want to say this from the body language here, from the posing, that her runway posing is going to need a little bit of work going up to Miss USA. As a runway coach and a dancer since the age of 2, these are things that my eye is really paying attention to. I can usually tell from the position of a contestant in her static poses how her walk is going to go over, how her posing is going to go over. So I can already see a little bit of room for improvement here for her leading to USA. If there were points, Illinois would be in my top 5 for style awards. Very, very cute, fun, summery, casual departure outfit in this light green. But then we got to see her in this multicolored cut out with this like asymmetrical sash going on the side. I would love to shop her closet. Personally, I would also swap out the shoes. I feel like the shoes are a little bit safe and expected, but I do know that it is a lot easier just to pack a nude pair of heels to save space in your suitcase and just wear them with everything, especially if it's a pair you know that you're comfortable in and you know that they have them at all of these events running around. So you gotta wear some comfy heels. I'm also throwing in just this image of her in a swimsuit just so you can see how stunning she is. That's just a little extra bonus for you, and I'm really looking out for her and paying attention to her leading up to Miss USA, just to let you know. And even in a group, you can see how much she stands out in this image. Now, the last look I want to show you is a really simple white maxi dress that she wore for one of their evenings on the beach, and I feel like if she would have had a different image, we would have been able to appreciate this look a little bit more. I didn't think it really stood out on social media, but when I really looked at it, I was like, okay, I can imagine that beautiful white flowing dress on the beach. Love the hair pulled back. It was a good look for her. New York. I actually featured New York in my first ever Miss USA State Pageant recap. So if you want to see more details on her performance, go check that video out. But she did impress me here. Loved this look. I thought this was fun, although I would have gone with a different shoe for this lavender look. Now, I will say this about New York. She knows her angles. Her hair, her makeup, her poses, they're always on point. Pennsylvania, I'm going to talk about her for just a second. I really liked her departure look, but I didn't see as much from her after this, but the departure look was my favorite. North Carolina, I just love that her whole look is just fresh and clean. That's how I would describe it. She always looks so fresh. She's one of our few contestants who has shorter hair in this year's competition, so obviously that's gonna be one of those things that visually can help to make her stand out, but she's really, really rocking it. Look at this yellow or gold, it's like a marigold color of silk slip dress, fantastic. And then she wore a really cute, not over the top departure outfit, but I'm excited for her. I want to see more. Vermont, here we are with another state that is not what you would say pageanty in the US, and look at her showing up. Oh my gosh. This two-piece set right here is so cute. It reminds me of when Louis Vuitton did that season where everything was white with the colorful logos. That's what that immediately brought me back to. It was fun, it was fresh. And then we see her here. Here's her departure outfit. I love that she included the purse here. Yes, throw in the handbag. It made it extra stylish. And then look at her here. Beautiful color blocked, bright piece. Just giving me something different. If you've been following along, you might be wondering why I have not mentioned one of your personal favorites, because she is also one of mine. And that is because she is going home today with my ultimate fashion style award for this episode. And she is Kansas. Oh my gosh, Kansas. Okay, she is really bringing it. The reason that she is my fashion award winner here is because she wore pieces that were more unique, things I haven't seen before. Just look at this red. Just look at this red two-piece right here. This is really reminding me of a lot of the two-piece evening gowns that we're seeing, especially in Southeast Asia right now. And I love that. That's so fun. It's unique. I like that she brought this. It was daring. And then just look at her. Look at these bright colors. We have different silhouettes. She's doing a lot of stuff though, let's notice, that is flowy, which I really like because there's lots of breezes by the ocean. I feel like flowing pieces were her theme for Cancun weekend, with the exception of this yellow two-piece, which she still looks fabulous in. But I feel like that makes so much sense, and the reason why a lot of women will wear these flowing pieces by the ocean is because there's a breeze. There's a breeze, it creates movement, it's lovely for images and for video. And the other thing about her is that she posted so much video footage. I love that. Thank you, Kansas. Thank you for sharing these moments with us. She was posting behind the scenes, clips of her walking. It was fabulous. She's on a roll. Keep going, keep going. And the other thing I want to mention here is that the stories I actually enjoyed most from the entire weekend were by none other than our reigning Miss USA, Elle. Ladies, watch her stories. Listen, watch, and learn from Elle. She's doing a fantastic job. Granted, I know she's got a little bit of help, okay? We can see that. She looks beautiful. She's demonstrating personality. She's thanking sponsors along the way. I love that. She's doing such a fantastic job with this, and I think a lot of the contestants can learn from how she's managing this social media. I also want to say that she wears one of my favorite designers that I cannot afford all the time, Bronx and Bonco. Oh my gosh, their dresses range anywhere from low-end 500 to upwards of 1,000, just for these little beachy looking dresses. You know, maybe one day, I will own one of those dresses. Wouldn't that, you know what, that would be lovely. That would be great. But she looks fantastic in them. I love all of her looks, all of the changes of hairstyle, all the behind the scenes clips. So ladies, pay attention. Watch how it's done. Now we need to talk about this entire weekend overall. And here's what I think that a lot of our contestants in the US are missing. And I get that because I was once in their shoes. And when I was competing, I was not as exposed to international pageantry. I had no idea what was going on in other countries. I had no clue. And so even though we don't have press days in the US, unfortunately, even though we don't do these gala days in front of the press, all of these things, what I would like to see for the future, get this, for this Cancun weekend, because who knows, maybe this year and last year it's Cancun, maybe next year it's another city in another place, but wherever it is, I would love if they treated this as the press announcement for the contestants, because really this is the first time that we're seeing all the Miss USA contestants get together before Miss USA, and it's like this introduction. We get to see all of them, see where they're starting out, where are they right now, and how much are they gonna grow by Miss USA. And so I feel like that's a really big missed opportunity to not invite the press to this event. What are we doing? And ladies, let me say, I hope that this weekend for future classes of Miss USA continues to grow, that you will have that opportunity eventually one day. But even if you don't, still treat it like a press weekend. Still show up dressed to the nines and bringing your best, because whether you realize it or not, people all around the world are watching you. They're looking to see, does the US potentially have a contestant that could win Miss Universe? They're paying attention to you. This is such a golden opportunity when everybody's looking at your social media, and you're gonna be able to gain all of these new followers and support and encouragement from around the world. So be aware of that, because the reality is only one of you will win. So take advantage of these opportunities right now. Build a foundation for yourself so you have something after Miss USA, regardless of if you go home with that crown or not. Anyways, that's my rant for Cancun weekend. I hope that you enjoyed this episode, that you check out the others, because of course I'm gonna be providing more coverage for Miss USA 2022 and Miss Universe. So thanks for joining me for this episode. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit those notifications and check out the merch store or hit that super thanks button. I really appreciate all of your support as we near 100,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much, and I hope to see you at the next episode.